It was in 2011, at the age of 22, that I stood where no one ever wants to stand, in front of a judge. Believe it or not, though, this was not my first time in a courtroom. In fact, just 30 days prior to that day, I was standing in a different courtroom in front of a different judge who was reading aloud to a sea of reporters and flashing lights and a growing crowd that the man who had brutally assaulted me, the stranger who had helped me to change my flat tire, he was being sentenced to 60 years behind bars. But on this day, as I stood in front of this judge, it was different, as I too was facing the punishment of my own crimes. To give you some context, a few nights prior, I was out with my boyfriend who was drinking and driving. And I always say that should give you a really good indication of where I was at the time in my life. He was pulled over, arrested, and as the police officers went to pull me out of the car just to give me a ride home, in my drunken mind, I had a flashback of the night of my assault, of a man, of a stranger touching me in a car, and I snapped. And that is how I ended up with 2 counts of battery on an officer with injury.